All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth official episode of the Simpletons podcast. I don't have Dylan, my co host, here with me today because I just wanted to try out doing like a fucking short little podcast by myself, just something to put out. I have like some topics here. As you can tell, I got a fucking amazing setup here, screen recording on my phone, and I'm probably gonna have Dylan edit it for me because he's my bitch, and I don't know how to edit it, so he's gonna have to edit either way. But yeah, I wanted to talk about some things, and I couldn't wait until we had like another podcast to do. So this is what I'm gonna do. The first thing I wanted to talk about, there's this game called Fallout. It's You must have heard of it. It's like some post-apocalyptic game or some shit. But there is this mod that came out for one of the Fallout games, Fallout New Vegas. It's called the Frontier. It's like this enormous ass mod. It's like a bunch of fucking extra content, like a whole nother story to play alongside the game. But it was a huge fucking failure. Oh my god. One of the one of the devs guy is like being accused of sharing some animated pedophilic content or something. Some real fucking degeneracy. Overall, it's like there are a bunch of like this. It's like this game. This DLC was created by a bunch of fucking Discord mods. It's like, look at this shit. Look. All right, I think I can zoom in, but it's maybe. Nope, I fucking can't because I don't know how to do that. But a lot of like the side stuff, it's like there's this lizard group you can run into, and it's like you can fucking talk to one of them about having sex with the lizard. Like one of the lizard people is like, "Will you have sex with me? If you don't, I'm sure the queen will." I'm like, it's like, who is this for exactly? I know it's like some post-apocalyptic wasteland, but it's like you don't have to go as far as like fucking actually giving you the choice of bestiality, bro. That's like probably a step too far, or at least maybe you can imply it through like some good storytelling or something, but flat out just saying, "Oh, will you have sex with me, lizard person?" It's like what the fuck? And in the story there's a guy. I don't know what these lizard things are called, but he's called a breeder. They just have this random fucking dude and they just have sex with him so they can produce offspring for more lizard people. It's part of the story. It's like whoever thought this was a good idea needs to be fucking, I don't know, be examined or something. Especially that fucking animated pedophilic that guy that's like sharing pedophilic content. Yeah, he needs to be, I don't know, fucking something happened. And there's like some other stories about how you could some weird foot fetish shit about here. I'll even read this to you if you don't want to even watch the video or watch like the images I put up. This is her name's America or something. She's talking about her fucking feet. These- I'm dreading taking off my boots tonight after the running around we've been doing. Whew, my feet will probably put rotting fish to shame. It's like, bro, you might have a foot fetish, but you don't need to tell us about that. You can you don't need to put this in a game about Fallout, bro. You could have just, I don't know, kept that shit to yourself. You didn't. Could have just went on some porn website, took your aggression out on there, but no, you decided like, oh, let me just slip this little dialogue thing in there, so it makes me feel satisfied. Hopefully, no one notices. Well, people have noticed. So, and I think I have one more. Oh yeah, yeah. This one of the monsters, a death claw. It you just I don't know. I think you find this cave, and you're just and the death claw is like flirting with you, like it wants to fuck you. The death claw is one of the monsters or some shit, and it's just like there's multiple choices of dialogue, which usually in the game itself it's pretty linear. You get like one or two choices dialogue options for like a lot of the this DLC. You don't get that many choices, even though it's a Fallout game, which is like some RPG, some like RPG game. But for this one, they need to go all fucking out, give you all the choices you need, baby, so that you can decide how you wanna take on fucking this Deathclaw, bro. You you really needed all the like. This is where they put all their brain power into. They give you as many choices as you want. I think there's I think I saw like 7 dialogue options, and each one is like a different type. Like if you have a different skill set or like a perk you picked during that, you can pick different dialogue options. But they didn't use that for really any of the rest of this DLC. But maybe they just felt like I don't know, put all their fucking willpower into this death death claw fucking sex scene. It's it's pretty wild, bro. And they've gotten so much backlash. They had to shut down their Discord server, and I don't think they've shut down their YouTube channel yet. Even it still has the trailer on there. I just saw it earlier before I started this podcast. So, and I just this is what happens when a bunch of fucking Discord moderators with some like some fucking neckbeards, and they're just like, "Oh, how I really want to make this Fallout game, but let me incorporate my fetishes into this while while like masquerading it as part of the game." It's fucking wild. And and what else? I think that's all I really have about this. Yeah, well, I think you get the point about how fucking weird and disgusting this game is. And it's they it took 7 years to develop this DLC just so they could I don't know, they could make this like I don't know, I don't think you guys have seen the actual gameplay, but it's like some shitty Call of Duty like fucking knockoff. They like try to incorporate cars into like a Fallout game, which never has been in before. It's all fucking clunky and shit. Whatever. The gameplay's kind of shit. But I guess that's not really the biggest problem. The biggest problem is these weird fucking fetish scenes that they wanted to put in there. And there's also another thing where you could actually buy slaves, like sex slaves that you can use, that you can actually have sex with, which compared to the rest of these is pretty fucking mild. Well, not mild, but it's not as bad. Well, I don't know if it's I don't well, it's pretty fucking bad, but not as bad as having sex with like a monster death claw. Well, oh my god, I'm going on like a tangent. I don't even know what I'm saying, but you get the point. The DLC fucking sucks. All right. Another topic. I have like I have like 2 topics. Was I'm pretty fucking late on this thing about Trump getting banned from Twitter. But in my opinion, you should be scared. People should be worried about like Trump getting banned on Twitter and on Instagram. Was he banned on Instagram? I know he's banned on Facebook and Twitter, but I don't know about Instagram. But he was banned on a lot of things. And I think he tried to make a TikTok and an OnlyFans. He's getting real desperate at this point, bro. But if they can legit fucking ban the president, I think he's even still the president of the United States. They could ban the president from their website. That that's pretty that's pretty scary for the rest of the Twitter users that want to have their voice out. It's like it's crazy to think about. And they banned I think the Twitter alternative Parlor, which wow, that it's like the only other decision you have, and they took it off the App Store because I don't even I think it was like some I don't know that people were saying some racist shit, which happens on every website ever, but whatever. And damn, fucking. I don't know if you're looking at the screen, but damn, Trump's got a fat ass. It's like how could you kick the biggest dump truck off the web off like the internet, bro? It's just so fat and juicy and succulent, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy to think about. Like you're trying to have differing opinions. Like even if you don't like Trump, this should worry you that someone this big can just be kicked off the website and there's nothing he can even do about it because I guess it's what's a private company, so I guess they can enforce their rules however they want to. But it's fucking weird because they don't their rules are kind of wonky. I don't know. This is the last picture I have, but Twitter refused to remove child porn because it didn't violate their policies, and they got a lawsuit for that. So, oh, Trump was inciting violence, which I don't even know if he was. Maybe he was, but still, the fucking the bias here is insane. It's like hor- we really need to get this orange man off the internet. But that child porn, I don't know if we should worry about that just yet. Let me take a holdout on that. I'm too busy banning the president of the president of the United States off the website. But I'll get to that child porn eventually when I feel like it, probably, maybe if I'm in a good mood. It- I don't know. I think that's all I really have to say. It's just those two topics. So yeah, I guess that was a little quickie episode since I don't have anyone else to talk to. Dylan fucking I don't know. I just need to do a podcast by myself, see how I'd handle it, which I think I handled it pretty well. Dylan gets carried every podcast. It's a known fact. It's like Dylan is dead weight. He's hurt. My back hurts from carrying this entire podcast for the past month. I'm just he, I'm like I'm gonna get like polio or what's the thing? Arthritis? No, I don't know, something with your back problems or something. But in conclusion, Dylan's a bitch, and um, I think that's all I need to conclude on. Well, this has been the fourth episode of the Simpletons podcast, baby. I'll I'll see you guys later, man. Um, how do I do this again?